Okay, so this is a follow-up for a couple of things I've been chatting about recently. Now, I got an episode about tech apprenticeships. Those are on-the-job boot camps that pay you while you learn on the ropes. Sounds dope, right? I also got 3 episodes on getting into tech sales. You know, people keep hitting me up about that, and what I hear is there's money in that. So I figured I'd break down a paid tech sales apprenticeship that you can apply to. And by the end of this episode, you'll know a little about the pros and cons for going the apprenticeship route versus doing it on your own. I also have my 2 cents on how you should approach either route. But before I get to it, subscribe for new breakdowns every week on how to get into tech and get paid. So first, I'm going to talk about this apprenticeship program I came across. It's called Vendition. The Vendition program is designed to help you land an entry-level tech sales role. These are sales or business development representative roles. Going forward, I'm going to use SDR and BDR to reference these terms for the rest of the episode. All right, so getting back to Vendition, the first thing they're going to have you do is complete a candidate profile. This is where you tell them more about yourself by answering their questions and uploading videos. They say they need this to see if you're going to be a good fit for the program. Makes sense to me. Now, the training is 3 months and they'll pay you $7,500. So you're looking at $2,500 a month. Once you get a job through them, the best part is you don't have to pay them any of that money back. You see, companies pay them to find people like you. So what's the 3 months training all about? Well, basically you're going to be training for interviews, getting your resume in front of hiring managers while being coached on how to navigate through salary negotiations. They'll also go through some of the more technical aspects of being a proficient SDR or BDR. However, the training's not that technically difficult, at least compared to other tech trainings. Now, roughly half of their job opportunities are in San Francisco or New York, but according to their website, they do have partner companies in most major cities in the United States. They also have remote opportunities too, but remote gigs aren't guaranteed, so keep that in mind if you're looking for a remote role and you don't live in those 2 major areas. All right, now everything I just said is basically a recap from their website, but here's what's not on their website. Training programs like Vendition are basically the recruiting middleman for talent sourcing. They screen, train, and place the applicants into their SDR programs. Most likely they're getting paid a fee per head for each placement. In other words, if you're able to snag the same job without their help, you're probably going to get paid more doing the same exact thing. That's because all the money would be going to you, right? So there's nothing wrong with using a structured program to get where you need to be in life. Just be aware that you could be leaving some money on the table if you go that route. The reality is you're making an exchange with a paid training like this. You're agreeing to get paid up front while you learn tech sales and how to get the job, in exchange for not having to do a lot of the job hunting legwork, at least in theory. Plus, you'll be steered into working for one of their partners. Again, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you know the real choice you're making. Now, I'm sure the training will be helpful, but let's face it, tech sales is not the most technical thing you can learn. In other words, this is something that you can learn on your own. First, you want to look up all the free resources you can find on how to become an SDR. If you're interested in going that route, make sure you look up how to target SaaS companies to go after and how to prepare for their interviews. SaaS is just short for software as a service. Things like Google Drive or Netflix are 2 examples of a SaaS solution. Remember, your first sale is to actually close the interview. Now, open your mind up for a minute. This doesn't have to be a binary choice. There's nothing stopping you from using the knowledge gained from their training and networking on your own to land a sales gig. Follow key leaders and influencers on LinkedIn. Reach out to hiring managers and job posters to see if they're hiring. Don't wait until they post something, just hit them up. So if you've seen them post something in the past, just hit them up because at some point they're going to post something again, right? Message them with something personal and well thought out. Show that you know who decision makers are and you know how to get their attention. Then make a template out of what works and do it again and again. You should also be messaging people on the role at the company you're thinking of applying to, and ask smart questions and then ask for a referral. The reason why is a lot of these companies pay employees for referrals, so you want to take advantage of that, right? Then make another template out of what works there and rinse and repeat again. Apprenticeship, boot camp, your mentality should be the same. Don't assume these programs are going to come through for you. Assume that you'll still have to hustle your ass off to network for an opportunity. But the reason why you want to entertain a program like Vendition is because they'll pay you while you go through the program, and you can use their resources as a part of your overall strategy for breaking into a SDR role. Now, if you're not sure about if sales is your thing, but you're still interested in getting paid to learn on the job, check out my other video, $48 per hour and remote, how to get accepted into a tech apprenticeship. In that video, I go over an easy to follow plan you can use to get accepted into one of these high paying tech job apprenticeships. Also, by the end of that video, I talk about which specific apprenticeships pay at least $87,000 while you learn on the job. If you got value out of this episode, subscribe to the channel and please share this video with someone who will benefit from it. I appreciate your time and see you in the next one. And remember, success is a choice.